Romney's tax returns show he made $45 million over the last 2 years. In 2010, he paid a tax rate of just under 14%. Yet millions of Americans, like Warren Buffett's secretary, who are not rich like Romney, pay nearly a 30% tax rate. And Romney's paying half that, even though he makes $57,000 in one day. That's far from the $33,000 annually the median income an American makes. Look at that. No wonder Romney was scared Democrats would use this. Now, Romney's taxes show nothing illegal, but someone working a system that's deeply unfair. You start by earning more than $21 million a year without having a job. Then you pay less than 14% in taxes. And you park your money in offshore accounts in places like Switzerland and the Cayman Islands. What these taxes tell us is that Mitt Romney is the perfect person to represent the 1%. But can he really claim to have a clue about the rest of us? Joining me now is Pulitzer Prize-winning writer David K. Johnston. He's a columnist for Reuters and author of the book Perfectly Legal, the covert campaign to rig our tax system to benefit the super rich and cheat everyone else. And Rebecca Wilkins, tax expert at Citizens for Tax Justice. And to cover the politics of all this, Joan Walsh, editor-at-large for Salon.com. Thank you all for coming on the show tonight.
Thanks.
Let me ask you, Rebecca, he put some money in the Caymans and in Switzerland and in other places. We're showing his money all over the world, Bermuda, Ireland, Luxembourg. I mean, what is the tax benefits of that? I know it's not illegal, but what is the strategy and why do super rich people do this?
Well, his tax return is 203 pages long, and it's the best illustration I could think of all the things that are unfair about the tax code. Most of the forms in his return are forms that most of us will never have to file because they're about his offshore holdings or the special tax planning he did around charitable trusts and all the ways that the tax code favors the wealthy and allows them really easy ways to reduce their tax rate.
Rebecca, it's an issue of fairness. The president will talk about that as the issue of our times. This is about fairness. This is about making sure that everyone has the same investment in the country. I think that the bringing out of Willard's taxes should bring the issue front and center in the country about how unfair and unequal the tax laws are for the average American.
I think that's right. They will show, obviously, that he's paying a much lower rate, and that's because of the things that he can do that most of us can't do because we don't have the wealth that he has, but also because the tax code taxes work at a lot higher rate than it taxes income from wealth.
Well, the president will be talking about closing these tax loopholes and loopholes for the rich tonight in his State of the Union address. We'll all be watching within the next 3 hours. David, Rebecca, and Joan, thank you for coming on the show tonight.